Hello my bloody blokes and laid back glasses, and welcome back to the T-Spill, a series where I review the weekly free Epic games to see if you should ever download it or keep it in the depths of your library. If you want to skip the circus that is my explanation for my thoughts, go to this time or go to the summary timestamp in the description. But if not, let's start off with
Lamp oil, rope, bombs? You want it? It's yours, my friend.
So this week's episode is about the games Europa, Universalis 4. Yeah, I might have butchered that, but and then Orwell keeping an eye on you. I'm just gonna call it EU, okay? EU4 is a strategy game where players can control a nation from the late Middle Ages up until the 1800s, conducting trade, administration, diplomacy, colonization, and warfare to become the most powerful nation in all time. Orwell is a game about where Big Brother has arrived, and it's you! Investigate the lives of citizens to find those responsible for acts of terror using the personal information of dozens of people. But don't worry, you work for the government, so it's fine. But let's just get into this.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch?
As I said, EU4 is a strategy game, and as you may know, I am the big dumb. So when I played this game, I was so bored to the point where I'm gonna wait on instating a rule where I have to play games up to 2 hours at least, because I genuinely couldn't be bothered to play the game any longer than 45 minutes. And I know it's because of a skill issue. You know what? Let's actually get into describing it a bit deeper. So there are hundreds of countries you can play in, from Germany to Neva. Never gonna get any bit. Got him. Anyways, not sorry, but let's continue. Over the 45 minutes that I played as Fusan and the Empire of Sweden. I know the one time I mentioned Sweden and it's in a negative way. Coincidence? I think not. Therefore, Sweden is the worst country. Wait, what was I doing? Oh right, a review. Anyways, over the next two playthroughs I went hundreds of dollars in debt because the game doesn't have a tutorial. It kind of just throws 7,000 buttons at you and expects you to know what to do. I was so confused to the point where I couldn't even unpause for a long time. And before you mention, but Ghosty, there's a hint box. Yeah, well that implies that I know a single one of the actions it's recommending me taking. Truthfully, I would rather play a 3-hour tutorial to know what the hell is happening over whatever this is. But the dislike for this game is just my own, because if you enjoy this kind of game or wouldn't mind spending a few hours trying to find out what the hell is happening, I would recommend it. But if you're not either, watch a hell of a lot of tutorials or don't get it. In my personal rating, it's a 3 out of 10, but I think I should listen to the Game Big Journalists for once, and Steam reviews, because they rate it a 9 out of 10, or average. Really, because it's completely based on your personal taste of games and brain power. But anyways, let's start reviewing.
Twisting your balls will not shift them into second gear. You will get testicular torsion.
The time has come to rise up against Big Brother! Who's with me?
Now here we get into my personal taste of gaming. Puzzles. Yeah, I know what I just said about my lower than usual brain cell dying, right? But I genuinely love puzzle games from horror to action. I can't get enough of them. Now, though, let's get to the review of this mixed bag we call a game. So, this game is an interesting one. The first correlation I made when I saw it is a horror game called Simulacra. A game where a woman goes missing and you have to search through her phone to help find her. I would recommend playing it, but that's a video for another time. The thing is, though, Simulacra has another aspect to it being horror, making the puzzles along with the story more interesting. But besides that, Orwell by itself feels like it's lacking fun in a lot of time. There's a problem with the start where it spells it out too much for you, which ironically is the opposite problem that EU had. Another problem I had was that eventually, actually very specifically right until the point that they introduced looking into multiple people, I had a problem where I couldn't find any clues about anything and nothing showed up. Eventually I did find it. A day later. That's another problem I have with it. It takes you like 5 seconds to find something, and then non-important things take a whole day just to unlock a new website page. So I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. It isn't any more consistent in quality, so I can't give it any higher. But since I already have brought up other reviews, the same place I should mention give it widely different ratings between 7 and 9, which shows it as a very controversial game quality-wise. I want to bloat this video, so here's a quick telling of this week's deals. The two games are Goat Simulator 3 for $17.99 and Assassin's Creed Valhalla for $14.99. Now, I haven't played Goat Simulator 3, but I have played the original, and based off the reviews that aren't from dum-dums that miss the entire point of the game, it's pretty good. And Assassin's Creed Valhalla is an Assassin's Creed game. If you like the series, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It's really just that simple. Anyways, in total, I give EU4 an average rating of 6 out of 10 because I know it's a good game, but it just really isn't my thing and it needs a tutorial. I give Orwell a 6 out of 10 because it's a mixed bag of enjoyable moments and other moments where I had to spend 30 minutes finding a single clue to continue. Also, I believe it's missing an aspect to make it better, like how Simulacra is a horror game. Additionally, I think if you want to pay for the games, I would recommend buying both of these deals for the week. But I don't really think it's worthwhile to ever download either one of these games, really. Anyways, this is only my second review, so if you could tell me something I could do better or what I should add. But if you don't, I'll just be here chilling, killing, and being a bad reviewer. Goodbye.